Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Ridge Forrester moves out. Hope Logan is ingrained. Plus, Remy Price becomes distraught as he continues to put bare bodies on Electra Forrester's prints. Ridge tells Brook Logan there's commodity wrong with Hope. Ridge says Hope went after Thomas Forrester, went after John Finnegan, and now she's pushed Carter Walton into stealing the company. Brook says Carter made that decision himself. Ridge says when everything is back to normal, Hope will no way walk through the doors at Forrester Creations again. Carter is beaming. Carter can't believe they control FC. Hope clarifies that Carter controls the company. Hope sits on Carter's stage at the office. They kiss. At the Cliff House, Taylor Hayes and Steffi Forrester Finnegan talk about the FC shakeup. They allowed the documents would end stand. Indeed, Justin Barber, one of the stylish attorneys in LA, said there's no way out. Steffi blames Hope. Brook yells for Ridge to stop demonizing Hope. Brook tells Ridge to be objective for formerly in his life. Ouch. Brook asks Ridge to suppose about why Carter and Hope felt the need to take the arm. Ridge takes a breath, also tells Brook that he'd a really bad day at work. Ridge adds that in addition to that, Brook has the audacity to defend Hope and Carter. At home, Remy is using the deep fake app to induce a body on Electra's images. Remy flashes back to being rejected by Electra. Remy looks distraught. Electra and Will Spencer are in the CEO office. Electra asks if Carter and Hope are in charge now. Carter says he is. Carter explains he doesn't want them treating him any else, they're still on the same platoon. Carter says he'd to take control to steer the company in the right direction. Will authentically says congrats. Electra seems a laddie upset. Will asks about Hope's line. Carter says they're ramping it up veritably soon as Hope stands by his side, smiling. Will offers congratulations to Hope too, but Electra looks frozen. As Carter and Hope excitedly talk, Electra interrupts. So Ridge and Steffi, they're just gone? The smiles all drop. Carter says they're welcome then and are still part of the company. Hope says the jewelry line wouldn't be affected. Electra asks if they're sure. They contend they are. Electra thanks them but says it feels weird. She's a Forrester and Steffi was kind to her. Steffi tells Taylor that Hope will drain Carter's quality, also will toss him away when done. Steffi says they aren't giving up. Carter is in control, they feel helpless. Ridge doesn't suppose Brook understands. Brook agrees it's unethical, but their words are embedded in the verity. Brook says the Logans have been treated like peasants for decades. Brook reminds Ridge that Hope's line was one of the biggest merchandisers for Forrester Creations for times. Hope for the future also brought in millions of bones. For charity. Brook asks about her line, and what about the belief formula? Brook tells Ridge those are all Logan benefactions. Ridge asks, is this what this is about? Brook says yes, the Logans have no way gotten the respect they earn. Ridge says they went to Monte Carlo for a relaunch for the bedroom line. Ridge says that was for Brook. Ridge accuses Brook of siding with Carter and Hope. Brook says she's not. As Ridge continues blazing Hope, Brook says he can't keep condemning her son. Ridge tells Brook that your son did this and it can't go unpunished. Brook asks what does Ridge anticipate her to do? Hope is a child presently, Brook says. Brook offers to base Hope. Ridge wants Hope gone, off the property. Electra and will leave the CEO office. Electra is confused, is the company still called Forrester Creations? Without the Forresters? Electra is upset about Remy. Electra hopes she didn't hurt Remy's passions. Remy continues intruding with Electra's images. Remy flashes back to Electra blubbing about someone deep faking a body onto her face. Remy recalls Electra crying because indeed her stylish musketeers wouldn't talk to her after the images got out. Remy says to himself that LA is changing Electra, he's not going to let that be. Hope tells Carter he did the right thing. Carter says the staff is taking the news enough well. Carter looks shamefaced, however. Hope says Carter risked everything for them, she swears it wouldn't be in vain. Brook begs. Ridge wouldn't live on the same property as Hope. As they dispute, Ridge calls Hope a empty slut. Brook freezes. Brook asks if he means Hope is a slut like her mama. Ridge tries to cover, but Brook doesn't let him. Brook demands to know if Ridge views her as the slut from the veil. Ridge doesn't answer. Brook explains how that word affects her. Ridge knows. Brook rambles and gets exorbitantly emotional. Brook reminds Ridge of all the good Hope has done, including raising Ridge's grandson, because Thomas was too unstable. Brook says she can't indeed look at Ridge. Who are you? Ridge fires back, who are you? Ridge blasts Hope some further. Brook asks if Ridge is asking her to protest her child and grandchildren out of the house, she won't do it. Ridge says also he'll go. Ridge leaves and says he loves Brook too important to fight with her presently. As Ridge slams the door, Brook slams her hand against a precedent in frustration. Will and Electra debate about Remy. Will says Remy came to hang out in the middle of a workday. Will thinks Electra should be fussing further about him rather than Remy. They kiss. Remy wouldn't lose Electra to Will. Remy continues putting bare bodies on Electra's prints. Hope wants to Christian Carter's new office. Hope locks the door and they start to inch near to each other. Brook is alone at home, blubbing. Meanwhile, Ridge goes to the Cliff House. Steffi asks what Ridge is doing there. Ridge and Steffi bash Hope. Ridge says Brook is defending Hope to the death. Ridge wouldn't live on the same property as Hope. Since Brook wouldn't make Hope get an apartment, Ridge moved out of his own house. Steffi tells Ridge that Brook doesn't have his reverse. Steffi tells Ridge to move in with her and Taylor. Suddenly, Taylor enters and joins the group clinch. Brook letting loose and defending her son. Brook Logan has had it and she just can't take it presently. She has spent the last 2 weeks hearkening to Ridge Forrester, Steffi Forrester Finnegan, and Eric Forrester going off on Hope Logan stop. Brook feels that she was nice enough to tell them what Carter Walton and Hope were over to, but she didn't suppose that would turn into a constant Hope bashing session. She allowed. Ridge would try to reason with Carter and Hope. Rather, effects are worse than ever between them. Ridge more watch it when Brook can't take it presently and eventually loses her cool. She wouldn't allow this kind of talk about her precious son presently. Hope felt that her reverse was against the wall and after all she had given Forrester Creations, she knew she had to do commodity. Will this new rift between Brook and Ridge do further damage than Brook expects? Taylor Hayes' wishes just might come true if Brook and Ridge resolve over this. What a way to mend Taylor's broken heart and give Steffi the Parent Trap reunion she's always wanted. Remy Price is set to make a big move that can change everything between him and Electra Forrester. He's in city for a reason, and that reason seems to be in preoccupation with Electra. The poor girl doesn't questionable that anything is out with her old friend, but the odds are that Remy is the one who doctored those prints that are now each over the internet. When Remy makes a game-changing decision, does that put Will Spencer in peril? Remy seems to want Electra back in his life and will do anything to make that be. Still, he could be in some major trouble if Will is in the way. Maybe Sheila Carter will figure out a villain when she sees one.